force that I have today is to get to present AnneMarie with this big birthday card. And I don't usually read the whole thing, but I'm going to read the whole thing today. So. Whereas, blah, blah, we are a nation made strong by select individuals who have lived a life long and full of wisdom and hard work and appreciation for our ever-changing world. Their unique and far-reaching perspective can remind all New Yorkers of the wonders that life has to offer and the importance of embracing such wonders at every opportunity. AnneMarie Mogil is such an esteemed individual, and it is a privilege to join her family and friends celebrating her 94th birthday. Whereas AnneMarie was born on September 18th, 1972 in Germany on the Baltic Sea. 22, that's what it says. I missed that. Sorry. 1972. Spring chicken. On the Baltic Sea, and in 1927 immigrated to the United States with her family and lived on the Upper East Side. And whereas AnneMarie is a dedicated artist who has worked endlessly with photography, appreciating natural landscapes and close-ups the most, her most steadfast location for photos has been the Brooklyn Botanic Garden, where she's a lifetime member. And her first photo series was at the age of 16 when she was given a brownie box camera and encouraged to follow her passion. Whereas she enjoyed her marriages and has a daughter, a grandson, and several stepchildren, she moved to Brooklyn in 1973 and has lived for more than 30 years in Midwood, a home as we heard, she had to leave in 2013. And whereas working as an administrative assistant over the years, her love for nature, photography, and justice all found homes in Brooklyn. She and her husband Paul joined the Brooklyn Society for Ethical Culture, where they served various terms on the board in the 1970s and 80s. And her position now as a accidental but powerful housing rights activist began shortly after she was notified that every resident was being told to relocate. She stands her ground, refusing to be manipulated or thrown out. And whereas Ms. Mogil was always active and never afraid of adventure, a racing swimmer, ballroom dancer, and bike rider, she loved sports. At the age of 26, she got on a motorcycle for a day ride, and it turned into a ride across the country with several narrow escapes at that young age. And in those days, this was quite a feat for a woman, and she loves to have lived to tell the tales. Whereas AnneMarie always pushes herself physically, and this is what she attributes her long life and healthy life. Still moving every day, even when a recent accident damaged her hip, she was up and moving within days, doing yoga and physical therapy, certain that nothing would let her down. And whereas all of us find extraordinary inspiration in this life so far, and are delighted to be here together to celebrate AnneMarie's 94th birthday.
You're wonderful people for being here. I'm very grateful.